Hey everyone, this is a tour of my tiny home that is stationed somewhere in Oregon. It is built on an 18-foot long utility trailer that is rated for 10,000 pounds. This is the front, and as you can see, there's a little patio here and then a quarter circle window up above. That same quarter circle window is also on the other side of the trailer, which really adds a lot of natural light inside the tiny home. This is the back of the tiny home. You can see there's two vents. One is the bathroom fan vent, and the other one is the vent for the compost toilet. And we'll walk around to the other side to get a quick view of what this broadside looks like here. So that is the other broadside of the tiny home. Like I said before, there's that quarter circle window up above, and there's also a 3x3 egress crank style window just in case of emergency or fire and someone needed to bail out. This is the power inlet. It is a 240 volt. And here's the front of the trailer, just another vantage point. There's one exterior outlet on the trailer. It's located right there, bottom right. All right, now we're gonna go inside, take a quick tour. Okay, as you step into the tiny home, that is the front door right there. And when you turn to the right, you are looking at the kitchen. As you can see, the kitchen is risen up about 18 inches, so there's storage underneath. There is a kind of a kitchenette breakfast bar thing right here with a stool. And then in the kitchen itself, there is a mini fridge, a convection toaster oven, which is the stainless steel appliance, and up above that is a black microwave. I also have a one burner induction stovetop here, storage for mason jars and cups. And once you're in the kitchen, if you turn and you look into the great room of the tiny home, you can see up into the loft. You can also just get a better idea of the room and the feel. This is a closet right here. I usually have a stackable set of kind of dresser and drawers here, but right now just got some records. Let's see. This is a nice lamp that's worth noting. It's mounted to the wall, but it has an arm that swivels outward. Let's see. Oh, this is probably a feature worth showing. So, just give me 1 second. Okay, so that step right there into the kitchen, that is removable. You can step it up a notch and it becomes, just another seat within the tiny home. Or it also kind of provides like a level, they'd call it a berth in a boat, but just an area for sleeping. If you have, friends or whatever, stay the night. It's totally a good sleeping spot that is out of the way, won't bother you or anyone else. There's a little bit of storage underneath the closet there too. Let's see. Just showing the quarter circle windows, which really add a lot of natural light. The interior of this tiny home is stained birch plywood. It is lightweight and very bright. And then the trim is redwood. All right, we will step into the bathroom. Oh, before we go in, this is kind of a nice feature. So the door into the bathroom is actually a French door, and it just adds a lot of light. So there's also blinds on it if someone is using it other than yourself and you want to provide some privacy. All right. The bathroom's small, so it's going to be hard to get the proper vantage point, but there is a Nature's Head compost toilet right there. Really easy to use. You can go basically 4 to 6 weeks between changing the solid waste component. It vents to the outside. There's also a bathroom fan vent right there. A little bit of shelving, a bright LED light, and then if you turn around, you can see there's a shower. It's 32-inch square shower. All right, now we will go up into the loft. You can check it out. Okay, so this is the loft. I've got a queen-size mattress in here. It's really pretty spacious. You can easily sit up. I'm a 6-foot person, and you can sit up here and have quite a bit of headroom still. There is a curtain rod in case you want to hang curtains for extra privacy. Where I'm at, there's no need really. And this feature I think is kind of cool. I don't use it as much as I would like, but I mounted a fishing kind of bucket seat that swivels here. And so you can actually sit in the seat and you can dangle your legs off of the loft. It's about a, I don't know, maybe 7.5-foot drop from here. So you wouldn't want to fall, but just gives you a different perspective. It's a fun spot if you have friends over. They usually like to try it out, and not a bad spot to just to read a book either. Take in a sunset or a sunrise. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I guess I'll scale back down the loft ladder and just want to show one or two more things before I terminate the video here. So to get into the loft, I have this 6-foot step ladder. And the nice thing about this is that it is really useful when you're working on the tiny home. But also, you know, if I don't want to be in the loft, if I want to just open up the space downstairs, I can very easily just hang the step ladder on the wall. And yeah, you can see just how much extra room that adds. Oh, I should certainly talk about the heat. There's a Cadet wall heater right here. It's 240 volts. So it really cranks out the heat. And the nice thing about 240 is that you use half the juice, but you get twice the power. So it's definitely more efficient, but because the inlet for the tiny home is also 240 volts, you're going to have to hook up to a 240 volt outlet. I mean, every house has one to power a washer and dryer, and most garages and workshops also have them. And then underneath the kitchen, you can see that there is an on-demand hot water heater. It's also 240 volts and really cranks out the heat, does a great job. Yeah, so I think that really concludes this tiny home tour. Thanks again for tuning in, and hopefully this tiny home will be transferred into good hands, someone who's going to use it, enjoy it going forward as much as I have. And last thing, I just want to say a big thanks to my dad who helped me build this tiny home, my friend Cam who helped me plumb it, another family friend named Bob who helped us wire it, and then both of my uncles, Mark and Scott, who, you know, really helped out the tiny home as well. So anyway, thanks a lot, everyone.